Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool automatic electric 3-slot payphone, and this is Jerry's telephone from Michigan. And this was an eBay purchase, and he's got a note here with it. He says, can't get it to work, just bought it. And I've talked with Jerry, and so he bought this off eBay, and then when he got it, he was unable to use it because it didn't work. And that's when he sent it to us. And so there was some people out there that are somewhat converting these telephones, and we're going to go through this one, and we're going to make some changes, and we're going to troubleshoot and repair issues. And so first of all, we're going to start out with the line cord. We do not hang line cords out of 3-slot payphones or single-slot payphones. What we do is install a modular port at the back of the telephone where the oblong hole is, so that the customer can hang their telephone, walk up to it, and plug any length line cord, any color, into the telephone, and it's plug and play. It's a simple, easy, clean connection, so we don't have cords hanging out and that can be damaged. And if anything ever happens to the cord, it can be changed that way. Another issue that we have with this telephone is someone who converted this telephone installed this type of bell. And if you watch my videos, you know I'm no fan of these type of bells. You see them a lot in Princess telephones, but they are laying down. They're not in the vertical upright position. And these bells never really seem to work out very well. And the clapper arm is always an issue. And I can tell by the way this one is flopping back and forth, and the tension spring is actually bent out away from the clapper arm, that whoever converted this telephone knew there was an issue, and they tried to fix it. But they were unable to repair it, and they did not replace the bell. They just left this one in there. And this is all flopping around. The bell is loose. Now, it might have been tight at one time, but they didn't put a second mount. So this bell just flops all around, and we're going to take that bell out. It's going to be worthless to Jerry. It's going to be unusable, and even if you were able to adjust it and get it to ring, it would stop ringing because this clapper arm is all out of whack, and it just needs to be replaced. So we're going to get rid of that issue. We also have another situation where we need to go through the network and make sure that that is proper and the hook switch. Now, we had to loosen up this modular port, and that modular port is for the connection between the base and the body of the telephone. And what they've done with the body of the telephone is they've put another modular cord, which is okay, to make your connection between the two, but they left it too short. And they also have it coming up right where the gong for the quarters is. So if this wire is riding on that gong, when the quarters pass through, it's going to interfere with the gong when the quarter's supposed to hit it. So what we need to do is we need to reconfigure this wire back up through another part of this coin validator, probably right in this area. That'll make the cord longer, and it'll also make it easier to put the connection together. Because when we took this phone apart, we took the body off, we could barely get to this wire. It was so tight to pull them apart. And so that was kind of a poor plan on whoever converted it. So we need to straighten that issue out. We also need to go through the coin validator and make sure everything is falling through properly into the vault area. We're going to come around here and talk about the rotary. The rotary, I can tell from experience, has not been gone through. We want to go into the rotary, clean, oil, and adjust it and make sure it's working properly. It has a sluggish return. So we need to go through that. The other issue is it's nice to have your locks and keys, and he does have his key and his lock for the vault here, which is a 10L lock and key. But what they've done on the body is they've taken a key and they cut it off, and then they ground down the thickness of it to fit this lock here. So it does fit the lock, but they have the lock set up to where any tool will open the lock, but they wanted to make it look like they had a key for it. So they went ahead and gave them a junk key, and now the lock does work, but it'll simply open up with any screwdriver. So there's some issues that we need to take care of, and we're going to get this all straightened out. We'll get some more video of it as we move forward in the repair, and we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair of this 3-slot payphone. We're going to run through a little bit about what went on. We went ahead and went through the rotary, oiled, cleaned, and adjusted the rotary. Now it has a smooth return. We went into the network and repaired some issues at the network. We also went into the hook switch and readjusted the hook switch. It was not adjusted properly, and so that has been taken care of also. We went ahead and rerouted the line that connects the body to the base, and what was going on was it was too short. So that line was rerouted, and it's a different situation now, and you have a little more room to be able to plug the body into the base unit. We installed a modular port for the line cord, so Jerry can simply walk up to this telephone and plug in any line cord, any length, any color, and it makes for a simple, clean, easy plug-and-play connection, and we'll do a still photo of that. We also replaced the bell. This was the bell that this telephone came in with, and it was just all out of whack, and it did not work properly, and so that was replaced, and we have replaced that with a new bell. We also went through the coin validator and made sure all the coins were falling through properly, and they were. So we kind of went through a little bit of everything. The other issue I want to talk about is when you take the body away from the telephone, you always want to push in right here and then turn the key, because you don't want to put too much pressure on the key. These bodies are spring-loaded when they go onto the base of the unit. The other issue is you do not want to trap when you're putting the body on this telephone. You don't want to trap the handset cord and pinch it, or it'll be hard to put the body back onto the base. So as long as you keep that in mind, the body will always go on, and it won't be difficult to lock for the body. So now what we want to do is run through our final checks. And I'm going to go ahead and drop some money through. I have 3 quarters here, and I'll just go ahead and throw them in, and they will gong one time. Sometimes you can hear the gong on the video, sometimes you can't. We'll do one last quarter. We'll do 3 dimes. The dimes will ring the bell 2 times. We'll do one last dime. Now we'll do 3 nickels. They ring the bell once. And now our change is falling into the vault area. So now what we want to do is go ahead and ring this telephone. I'm going to let that go a few more times. Since that was the issue. I'll let it go one more time. We'll give you some dial tone. Now we want to dial our numbers out. So if you watch the analyzer, you'll watch the numbers roll by. I'm going to end in a 2, and now I want to transmit into the handset. So if you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light light up, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hello, hello. So we know that this telephone is ringing in on a call. It's also dialing out. It has receive and transmit. I have a button here on my switch box, and when I push that, it totally takes the analyzer out of the situation, and we can call a time and temp number. I'll go ahead and give you some dial tone.
Good evening. Shop online anytime at Offenberg.com. Today is Sunday, January 19th. The time is 7:21. Current temperature 48 degrees.
Mostly sunny today with highs around 60. Clear tonight, lows in the lower 30s. Mostly sunny on Monday, then becoming partly sunny, then mostly cloudy late, highs in the lower 40s.
Okay. We can also call my number, and it'll be busy. We'll give you some dial tone. Now that we know that this telephone has been repaired properly, we can return it to Jerry, and he can start enjoying this telephone. He's never been able to use it. He bought it off eBay, and it was supposed to be a converted payphone, and it was converted, but it never worked for him. So then he sent it to us, and now the telephone is repaired. And I'm sure he's going to enjoy this telephone very much. And it's going to look great no matter where he installs it, I'm sure. It's a cool 3-slot A&E payphone. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.